What's up, guys? It's Dr. Will Cole here, and today I've got some big news to unpack with you straight from the FDA. If you've been following the world of hormone health, metabolic health, you've probably heard the buzz about testosterone replacement therapy, or TRT, and some major updates to its warning labels. This is a game changer in the health, longevity, hormone replacement world, in the functional medicine world, and I'm here to break it down for you. Evidence-based, no fluff, just the facts. So grab your coffee, maybe your herbal tea, if caffeine's not your thing, and let's dive right in. First off, the headline. What's been in the news? The FDA recently announced they're removing the boxed warning label on testosterone products that's been there for years. The one linking TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, to a higher risk of heart attacks, to strokes, and other cardiovascular issues and death. Yeah, you heard that right. It's gone. The warning label is gone. Why? Because of a massive clinical trial called Traverse, which looked at over 5,000 men with low testosterone and either existing heart disease or a high risk for heart disease. The results of the study, TRT was non-inferior to placebo when it came to major cardiac events. 7% of guys on testosterone had issues versus 7.3% on placebo. That's a hazard ratio of 0.96 with a confidence interval that says, hey, this isn't raising red flags as far as the data is concerned. Science doesn't lie, and this is a huge shift in how the mainstream world understands hormone replacement therapy, specifically around testosterone. Now, let's rewind a little bit, okay? Back in 2014, the FDA slapped that boxed warning label on TRT after reports of strokes and heart attacks started popping up. It made sense at the time for the FDA. Better safe than sorry, right? Being cautionary. But fast forward to 2025, and we've got solid data saying, hold up, maybe we overreacted, maybe we overcorrected. We have a history of doing that in this country. The Traverse trial isn't just a one-off either. It's backed by years of post-market studies, including ambulatory blood pressure monitoring, or ABPM, that the FDA required from companies. This isn't guesswork. It's rigorous, real-world evidence over years. But here's where it gets really interesting and where we need to pay attention. While the heart attack warning is out, the FDA is adding a new warning about blood pressure. Those ABPM studies showed a class-wide uptick in blood pressure with TRT. We're not talking massive spikes in blood pressure, but enough that they're saying, hey, if you're on this, keep an eye on your numbers, monitor it, talk with your doctor. For some products, this is brand new info on the label. For others, it's just making it more crystal clear and transparent to the consumer. And honestly, this makes sense. Testosterone can influence fluid retention in the body and vascular tone. So it's not a shocker, makes sense mechanistically. But it's a reminder, hormones aren't a free-for-all. They're biochemical messengers in the body. They modulate many different pathways. So what does this mean for you? If you're a guy or even a woman, women need testosterone as well, healthy testosterone levels, considering TRT for maybe low libido, fatigue, or muscle loss, this is good news. The cardiovascular boogeyman we've been scared of, it's not holding up under scientific scrutiny. But this is a big but. It's not a green light to just jump in blind. Blood pressure markers, your baseline health matter. And working with a practitioner, and we work with people around the world. I started the first functional medicine telehealth center over 15 years ago. We have to understand the full picture. What's the context of your bio-individuality? Let's look at your labs. Let's look at your lifestyle. Let's look at your health goals. These are non-negotiables. Here's my take as a functional medicine doc. TRT and other hormone replacement therapies can be a game-changing tool within the toolbox when it's done right. I've seen it support optimal energy levels, confidence, body composition, just so many different things in the body, and just vitality as a whole in telehealth patients who are running on empty. But we've got to respect the nuance here. The FDA is keeping the limitation of use language for age-related low T, meaning it's still only officially approved by the FDA for legitimate hypogonadism, not just I feel old. You want some magic pill. And with this blood pressure piece, it's a call to find out what's your most effective option that causes you the least amount of side effects. For some people, hormone replacement therapy can be a tool within the toolbox, but it's a both and not either or approach. My approach in functional medicine is to first of all ask why you have hormone deficiencies in the first place, whether it's testosterone or estrogen and progesterone. For women, what's actually causing that low testosterone? For many people, it's insulin resistance, it's inflammations, it's metabolic syndrome, it's the blood sugar being so dysregulated. So why don't we deal with why you have the root cause of the problem in the first place so we can get your body to naturally produce hormones on its own? But that doesn't mean once you've done that and testosterone isn't where we want it to be, we can't bring in judicious hormone replenishment, hormone support in the form of TRT or other hormone replacement therapies. And also it's important to keep in mind there are other more natural supportive ways to support your body's own natural testosterone levels as well. When you're working on nutrient density, things like peptides, different herbs and botanicals can be a great way to support hormone and metabolic health as a whole. Having a both and not either or approach is a great way to look at hormone replacement therapy. It could be one tool within the toolbox, but it certainly should be paired with why we're having the hormonal problems in the first place, which people in the United States and the Western world as a whole, a shocking 93% of the country has a metabolic problem. Very few people have optimal metabolic health, and that's why most people are having these hormonal imbalances. It's not a pharmaceutical hormonal replacement therapy deficiency of why we're having the problem. With that said, working on metabolic health, working on optimal blood sugar balance, then TRT can be a judicious tool within the toolbox. So there you have it, science evolving in real time. I'm pumped about this because it's a step towards clarity, cutting through the fear, and giving us better tools to optimize health. So what do you think? Have you or someone you know been on TRT? Drop your thoughts below. I'd love to hear your take. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay curious and keep thriving.